This tea and your headline queen. The Wendy Williams of YouTube, iconic, epic, and always petty when I need to be. Queen talks, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Cameras on, baby, I control the stage. Every headline bends when I set the page. Hot topics burn, I deliver with grace. Shady little smirk while I give you faith. From the gossip rooms to the YouTube fight, turn petty words into sleepless nights. If I say stops here, then it's all through. No one drops tea like I do. I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Like and subscribe, let the numbers climb. Serving raw truth with a touch of divine. Breaking news, baby, I say it bold. Every word drips, hotter than gold. Discussing cases, I keep receipts. I'm a boss in heels with the fire and heat. You want the tea, I'll pour it smooth. I'm Queen Tulsa, baby, I set the mood. Sweet on the lips, but sharp when I speak. Petty when I want, but my shade unique. Iconic, epic, I reign supreme. Queen Tulsa, the boss, I'm the headline queen. Don't get it twisted, baby. You came for the gossip, but you stayed for the queen. I don't chase views, views chase me. Now sip that tea, and don't forget to hit that like. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you like. And remember, if I say it stops here, it stops here.
All right, welcome. We are back. We are back. And baby, when I tell you we have a lot to discuss on today. And listen here, there are a lot of bloggers out here that are feeling a certain type of way about certain people covering the content, who's got the news, who's in contact with who. But what I have noticed is there is a team that's running around that's, painting this narrative that Kewon was in this all by himself. Now, the ladies that are being here, let me cut this down a little bit. Okay, so the people that are associated with this case, Diamond and Erica, I said this before, they've only added themselves into this case, like with their testimony and things like that. You've been with this guy, you've had him around when you were, sex working and stuff like that, and you knew he was a hustler. Why would you have an individual around like this? He was for protection. And like I said before, this goes a little bit deeper than what people want to see. But I feel like Kewon has done some favors for Diamond and Erica. If you ask me, they're all in it for the money. When you think about Kewon decided to give us his backstory. He lured everybody with deception. Him and Lawton, they lured everybody with deception over there. Oh, well, we got some information. He's going to say this. He's going to say that. Oh, it was pretty much a grift, if you ask me. It was pretty much a grift. They never really said anything. The only thing Lawton did was give a backstory of Kewon White's full life, of him and his encounters with the police, pretty much his life trauma. But when I think about those things right there, if you've been through all that trauma, why would you continue to keep going down the wrong path? Like, there are people that may not have had great parents, But then, it's like they wanted better. You know what I'm saying? And they did something different. Like, I grew up in a household where my parents were violent with each other. Did it show up in my life? Yeah, it did in certain instances. However, I had to get the help that I deserved. You know what I'm saying? So it's no reason for us to be running around, oh, this happened to me when I was 17 or 16, or, let's address it. Get up into a counselor's office. It seems like when he was out there robbing, stealing, and doing God knows what under the sun, he wasn't thinking about his future. He was thinking about right now in that moment. He was thinking about that money, that cash, how he was going to get ahead. The next dealer that he was going to take advantage of and rob them. So to see here and be trying to pat him on the back and give him a tissue and things like that, it's like, no, you knew exactly what you were doing. You went out there, you got the strap, you held people hostage, you retrieved items, and you went and enjoyed it like you had a long day's hard of work. You were out here taking items, stealing people's stuff, holding them at gunpoint, and you want somebody to feel sorry for you. You're sitting over here. And see, this is another thing. I had a problem with it because why was Ratchet and why was Rain hiding the trans women? Why were y'all hiding them? You know? And when I saw Erica, she was, well, no, it was the new girl. So it wasn't Erica. And y'all already know, honey. They say, I feel like Ratchet kind of reached out to his old co-workers because they say that he got arrested for, selling that thing. You know what I'm saying? Child, allegedly, child. That's what they said that he got arrested for. So I was like, maybe, they knew each other in the business. I want to know, what is their relationship? Did they ever, work with each other when they were out there, in that line of work? I believe Erica is still in that line of work. And of course, Keon, if he get out, I wouldn't put it past that he would be out here ready to stick somebody up. He said, I don't want the government cheese. Just give me the Thule and I can survive. And that is very clear what his MO is. He's not interested in going out there and getting a 9 to 5 job. He's not interested in cleaning up his acts. He's interested in getting back out there and bragging and running around town saying, I'm a free man. But really, you put a target on your back. And also, Erica and Diamond is. Now, this is what I heard. They're saying that, I guess Eric, I don't know, whichever one did an interview for $1,000. $1,000. Then you got 88 over there running around. Oh well, I don't think Yellow Beezy is guilty on this. I feel like, he Keywan got set up and no, they was no Keywan went out and did the thing, and this is what he did. He got them. I'm just like, girl, will you just shut up? Like, just really, 88, you need to just really just bag up and shut up. You just really irritate me every time you speak because every time you speak, it's always let me protect Rain, let me protect. Girl, go protect your girl. You know what? I'm not even about to do that with you. But you make me feel like you just really have no critical thinking skills because the evidence could be sitting right there in front of your face and you'll purposely like bypass it. You'll purposely like look it over like you don't see it. If you don't see that this is very strange, why now? These people have been in hiding for X amount of years. Why now? And who has access to them? And see, 88, you think that you're really turning it, but Rat and Rain will flip it on you in a hot second. They don't really care about you. You're just another Kewon out here on these streets. 88 is just another Kewon. She's a crash dummy. She's going to take the fall. She's going to run a narrative. Why isn't she on her channel? And even when she goes live, nobody really comes over there. She has like a small, because nobody is feeling 88. 88 got on that video. And you know what? MHB was right. You were chasing Finesse 2 times around that set. You wouldn't let him out of your sight. You became a groupie on set. 88, you really became a groupie. You want to be a part of this so bad. What happened to you covering the trial? You said that you were going to cover the trial. Would you scared somebody going to be there? Would you scared somebody's going to check you? I'm lost for words. You over here gassing the trainees up to get a target on their back so you can get paid. Let's talk about it. 88, you're nothing but a gaslighter, just like Rain is. Rain ain't nothing but an old sissy that breathe hard. Yeah. Well, Mo, that was my artist, and you didn't give a damn. You didn't care about him. You didn't care about him. Like, seriously. Oh, 88 is a star. Where is she a star at? Let me find out. Let me find out because if she was really about that life, she would still be doing her commentary. Now she's on somebody's payroll. Now there's a narrative. Okay, I guess, she had to ease up because y'all thought the trial was going to be in February. Did y'all notice how she bagged up from doing her commentary and things like that because they thought that the trial was going to be in February? See, the courts the courts are going to be the courts. And I don't care how many interviews you get. I don't care how many people you pull up, but just know that you're still under investigation. You can be touched. You can. You can definitely be touched. But I feel like Erica, they are calling you Elton, honey. Cheshire, do not do that. Erica, they made you, oh my God. Erica, you were that desperate for a few dollars. You did not bring it like you were supposed to bring it. You had on that old lady hat. Looked like somebody had knitted you or crocheted you a hat. You stole your grandmother's hat. Put on a chain. It was just given like, girl, were you under the influence? Were you doing any substances? Because there were a few times in that interview, your eyes were like bulging out of your head, like you had just saw a ghost. So, Erica, you have to understand this. When you are out here giving testimony, saying that you were with a man, oh, he hit licks. Oh, he was hitting up drug dealers. He was hitting up, whatever, whatever. You just admitted to a crime. You are just as guilty as he is. You knew a crime was being committed. You didn't report it. In fact, you had taken part in it. And to the winnings, whatever was stolen, if it was money, if it was jewelry, you got to benefit from that. And this diamond person, he's saying that he don't even know you. He's saying that you don't even know, he don't even know you. So what I would expect if you are going to do that interview, I want to see text messages. I want to see conversations. I want to see Instagram posts. I want to see how you and this guy were really, really, really in this deep relationship because there are photos out there of you and Kiwan. So when you come on, I need you to be glammed up. I need your makeup to be on point. I need you to dress for the occasion, cover up, less is more. Because Erica came on there looking like she had just left a date that, that just didn't have all the coin. And honey, she had to run out. That's what it was given. But also, I want y'all to get up into this. So Keywan says that the feds are investigating a couple of people for the death of Bubba. So do y'all think that he's giving testimony? Is he going to give testimony in that case? Was that like kind of like a bird call? Like, okay, everybody better get on. Everybody better get on board because baby, I'm about to start singing like a canary, honey. Baby, I'm about to start singing like a canary. He said, yeah, I know. I got information. The feds are investigating a couple of people for Bubba's death. Oh, hey, Elaine. You said salute Queen Tulsa. You be everywhere. Baby, listen here. How you doing? We gotta cover the news, honey. Listen here, and there's so much fraudulent activity going on in this case right here. These transgenders, where did they come from? It just seemed like they had just dropped out the sky, honey. Just out of nowhere. It's like and Ratchet and Rain has been holding these two women like, they've been like holding them a secret, like, girl. And then, child, they say that one of the girls got paid $1,000 to do an interview, to have a target on her back, to let everybody know, hey, I'm the lady that was around this time when my man was robbing you. Okay. He was coming back. He was putting money in my pocket. We were eating. We was feasting. He had that blicky. He gave me the protection. I'm a S worker. You know what I'm saying? If a client got out of line, I had my man here to take care of that. You see what I'm saying? Don't act innocent now. Well, I didn't really know all what he was doing. You knew everything that he was doing. You knew everything that he was doing. Let's talk about it. Or was this a scheme? Because Kiwan was saying that you were lying. So if you were lying on that stand and he really brings out the truth on you, you done fucked up, right? You done messed up, right? Uh-huh. Because I don't put it past that if these ladies were in a relationship with Kiwan around the time where he was robbing. Listen here, this is not something that he just started with them. This is his lifetime story. He started when he was young. He was stealing cars. Let's talk about it. He had to go stay with grandma and grandpa because mama was out there not being a parent. Mama was going through her thing. And I can't sit up here and blame no parent for postpartum, for going through it or anything like that. You don't know what a person is going through when they're a parent. You don't know what that parent experienced. You know what I'm saying? So I give the mother grace because the child was in a better environment. She didn't hold the child hostage and, you know, have him suffer. So he had the opportunity to live a better life, have a different chance at life. And instead, he hooked up with a certain group of people and it was on from there. You hear me? It was on from there. So when you talk about an individual that's on here, he has plenty of time to think about this. Listen, he's been sitting for years in this prison. He's had plenty of time to think about it. But why now? It's been plenty of times that he's got locked up. Oh, when I get out, I'm gonna get myself together. No, he got himself together when it got him another blicky and got right back on the block and hit somebody else up. And it was on. He out here prancing around like he didn't hit the lottery, hooking up with ladies, taking them out to dinner at somebody else's expense of trauma. Do you know the trauma of having somebody pointing a firearm in your face saying, stick it up, give it up? And he talking about, oh, well, when I was young, I went through some things, and my mama, she wasn't always there. Well, blame your mama. Stop blaming us. He said, Queen, you're a good TV. You're always digging up the truth. And listen here, I am. Listen, birds of a feather flock together is not just a statement that they made up. Okay? Listen here. They knew this guy, his antics, but you know what? I'm not going to lie. At a certain point in my time in my life, I wanted a bad boy. Oh, that just turned me on. Muscles, okay? Swag, gangster, got that walk, that talk, that slang, that thug passion, that thug mentality. Rough me up sometimes. But guess what? That don't do nothing but get you unalived, in jail, mentally discombobulated. It's not healthy. And love don't hurt. Just be, oh, show me that you got to prove to me that you love me. You better put your hands on me. We better get into a fight. We better get into an argument. Let me get jealous. Let me get insecure. No, that you're not living for yourself. You're living in a trauma. You in a swimming pool full of trauma, drowning. So either you're going to take the life jacket or you're going to sink to the bottom. That's it. That's all.